It's a thumping win by Punjab Kings over Lucknow Super Giants. Margin of 8 wickets. 8 wickets is what they had in hand, and almost 4 overs to spare. I don't know, it's becoming a trend of sorts. I think that is the third game where it's a 8 wicket margin and 4 overs to spare. This IPL, I think in the last 5-6 games, we've got 3 games like that. What is happening? Shashwat will solve all one-sided matches are happening.
No, firstly, I'm very happy that finally the world was able to listen to the voice of Prabhsimran's bat. So it's all.
It happened last season.
No, but I think today was a statement by him, statement of sorts.
This season, first time you heard the noise of it.
Till now.
But first explain what is the context. Now people wonder what is the context of noise from the bat.
So basically, Prabhsimran, when he made his debut, the year he made his debut, one innings he had of about 40 odd runs for the Punjab Kings, and that was his first season. So Sachin Tendulkar actually went out on X and posted a picture of Prabhsimran's batting that day and said that tremendous sound of the bat, and many years to come he's going to serve the Indian.
Sweet sound.
Yeah.
So then that sweet sound was not coming for many years.
For many years, 2-3 years, it was a little lull for him, but he was still being backed. I like this, that every franchise has one player who they back for very long, despite them not performing. Like Abdul Samad was backed by Sunrisers, Riyan Parag for Rajasthan. Here we have seen Prabhsimran for Punjab Kings. Delhi did with Prithvi Shaw for a very long time as well. So lots of franchises do that, and it's good to see returns coming.
I think in case of Prabhsimran, he had at least given PBKS those fiery starts in the last couple of seasons, and I think that was one of the major reasons why he was picked in the Indian squad for the Asian Games too in 2023. So I think those big scores or maybe those fiery knocks had been coming, but if you really have to, if I really have to maybe put things into perspective as to what Shashwat is saying, this could be the innings that probably defines
his
remainder of the season.
His arrival as well.
He used to be played, I mean, you're right, they backed him. He used to be played ahead of, they had David Malan once, who was considered the number 1 T20 batter, and they used to bat Prabhsimran ahead. He was ranked number 1, and they used to still back Prabhsimran.
And another player from Yuvraj's COVID academy that he had at his house, he was part of it too.
Abhishek
Shubman, Prabhsimran, and Prabhsimran's brother, Anmol Preet. Anmol Preet has having a great time in red ball cricket. So Yuvraj Singh, all.
Anmol Preet is a former SRH player.
Yeah. Former SRH player, played for under 19 India also. I think Rishabh Pant's batch. He used to come at number 3.
2016. Yeah.
But match finishing early, I think the only reason for that is that all the teams, I think you don't know what the right score is in the first innings in this IPL till now, because everybody is going for 270, 280. But what most of the franchises have done is now they've sort of tinkered their conditions a little bit, and they play their teams like that. So it's very tough to determine what the first inning score could be.
No, it happened with, let's say, Kolkata, I agree. But not today. Because today, I mean, we are sitting miles away, and we were also discussing that 190 is at least you have to get to make it a competitive total. It was a sticky wicket, and I heard Nicholas Pooran also that they weren't targeting 260, 270. That I think a few teams have been guilty of targeting 260, 270 and then finishing well short. But today, I don't think Lucknow was targeting that. See, they know this ground. It's their home ground. If you go back to history as well, low scoring game, then even if you came with assuming you came with a big total because there was a bit of grass, you thought the ball will really come on. When you faced, I think your first wicket only Mitch Marsh, leading edge, you knew that there was a bit of a spongy bounce, a tennis ball like bounce. So you recalibrated. So I heard Nicholas Pooran saying right after the inning started that we are about 20 odd run short. They were also aiming at 190. So today I don't think they were guilty of that. 2-3 things. One, I think the pitch was tricky. Maybe when we discuss a little bit more, it did get better for batting in the second innings, as it does. And I'll try and explain why that is also happening and why certain rules and bowlers favor yet. Why is it getting better to bat on in the second? That probably was the case because you did see the ball really come on. And then credit to the bowling of Punjab Kings. Someone like Arshdeep, I mean, how skillful is Arshdeep, and he showed you that today, picking up those crucial wickets, whether the start or later. Even Marker Jansen two left-armers who were so skillful. They can really crank it up when they want to. They were using the cutters really well, using the short pitch delivery very well. So I think the difference was in the bowling quality. And whatever said and done, I think now when you go back to the prediction, and I'm still not saying that the IPL table is decided. The reason everyone was not favouring a Lucknow team was primarily because of the bowling attack. They have now gotten back an Avesh. They've got a Shardul who came in as a replacement, so made it look slightly better. But still, the Lucknow bowling versus Punjab Kings batting, I think and Punjab Kings bowling was the big difference why I think they finished on 171. But it's not great for the IPL. That is exactly what my point was, that you've suddenly started having a lot of one-sided encounter. I mean, we had that one or two competitive games and then again one-sided encounters.
But again, I think Lucknow till last year, I think 170, 180 was a winning total in Lucknow last year. But this time, I think they have changed the characteristics of the ground. We saw it in the WBL also. There 220 were being scored. Also in the UP T20 league, big scores were being scored. So yeah, ideally it was going to be a 200 sort of a pitch. But don't you think that Lucknow's approach was going towards 220, maybe thinking that the pitch will show different?
No.
Because their approach looked trying too hard.
No, I just said, see, even if you don't want to believe, that's why I said in the meeting, even if you don't want to believe that this was a tricky pitch, all you need to do is look at the scorecard. There is no way in hell that a Nicholas Pooran spends 30 balls on the crease and his strike rate is 146. Yeah. Either he'll get out in 5-10 balls trying to hit and go, or he will go at minimum 200. He goes 230, 240. If he's at 146, he also knows it's not easy. I think the big difference was the two pitches. Not to take anything away from Punjab. I think they're the far more superior team. As I just pointed out, they're bowling far more superior than Lucknow. Also their batting, we'll discuss that. But just to give the devil its due, it wasn't really an easy pitch to bat on in the first inning. Second inning, what happens is, even if there's less amount of dew, even if the bowlers may not be having a lot of problem, but then the pitch quickens up. Now, just that little bit,
gets rolled in between.
That marginal thing just allows you to bat really well. See, again, as I said, taking nothing away from Prabhsimran, but Prabhsimran could operate at a strike rate that high, almost 200 strike rate he's operating at.
Yeah, even above that.
Above that. So, a Nicholas Pooran not operating at that strike, and that's why I said 30 balls he's been there. No chance he'll be at 146. So there was clearly a difference, but then that was a good toss to win. That's how the cookie crumbles.
More than anything, what this clearly goes on to show is that, the teams, that one? Okay. I'll just make my point in a second, because Saransh is asking me to change the mic. I think more than anything, Saransh, are we fine? Perfect. What this goes on to show is that there's no home advantage for most of the teams here. I think this is the kind of similar surface that you saw for Lucknow Super Giants in the previous season of the IPL also. But there's
a difference there. I'll tell you what.
Yeah.
A previous season of the IPL, you relied on your spinners. This was one of the spin-friendly tracks. What did both the teams do today? Sacrifice their spinners to get fast bowlers. And if you take a look at both the teams, for example, Punjab, they didn't get a Harpreet Brar. They could have easily gone and gotten a Harpreet Brar. They didn't go for that. On the other hand, Lucknow had the option of getting two bowlers. They got Manimaran Siddharth a little later, but Shahbaz as well, they had options. So most teams actually went with one spinner, technically. The rest of them, which wouldn't have been the case earlier. So that is the sluggish nature of the pitch remains. But I think the one big difference is that you are relying on fast bowling to bail you out with cutters and different other variation than spinners. That's the only difference.
I think,
but it remains a low scoring.
Yeah, it does remain a low scoring game, and clearly, at least what I feel is that there's no home advantage. The only thing there is that you win the toss, you bowl first, and that's where basically the advantage lies. I can remember only one game in which Lucknow Super Giants had probably batted first, and then they had gone on to win a game in EKANA last season. It was when Yash Thakur took a 5-wicket haul. I cannot remember the opposition, but that was like the game wherein you saw that there wasn't really any kind of a due toss advantage. This is where I feel that it's not just the class, it's basically the case that the teams can ask for conditions which are favorable for them at home, but I don't think that they are really getting it.
No, but again, it's not an exact science. I'm sure not every groundsman is being reluctant not to give them the ground that they want, but sometimes you cannot help it. It's only, for example, before the World Cup, when you were trying to prepare the pitch at EKANA, it was in terrible state. Then they relayed it and prepared it last moment. But then you realize that it was a sprint-friendly ground. Maybe I think what the franchise really wants now, Lucknow, is to create a pitch which is a good, bouncy, helpful track for batting. And I think that was the attempt with the fact that they left a bit of green cover there and a flatter track. But as I said, it's not an exact science. So sometimes you want to give them the pitch, but it just can't happen based on the weather at that time, the soil that you're using. I know they use a red soil here, but whatever is available, you can't get a pitch like that.
It's an effort, but in vain. Maybe.
And Lucknow would definitely want a more flattish sort of a wicket because they would definitely rely on the batting. But I would really want to give credit to Ayush Badoni and Nicholas Pooran for what they did in the middle overs. I think they understood that they cannot let the wickets go. Both of them were really comfortable when they were taking those singles and doubles. So if they would have wanted to go with the aggressive approach, I think they would have taken Yuzi Chahal much more, or Maxwell much more, and the fast bowlers as well. But both Ayush Badoni and Nicholas Pooran sort of accumulated in the middle overs for 5-7 overs. They realized that from the 10th to 15th over they did that. Then 15th over they started to accelerate. It would have been better if Ayush Badoni would have finished at a much higher strike rate after the kind of foundation that he made.
He was trying there. He tried multiple shots. Was not. See if he gets out also on the slower ball. So they tried. It just was not happening. And see again, you could have taken that risk had the pitch been that good. So you continue at that vein. Keep hitting. They've not lost all their wickets. Only 7 down, despite losing a few wickets in the last over to Arshdeep. Actually, they were just 5 down. They could have, but just it wasn't the pitch. Anyway, I want to get to the bigger question. I think Lucknow Super Giants batting we'll get to, and the big point there is, of course, Rishabh Pant's out of form. I'll get to that a little later. But first, let's celebrate the team that's won. We did speak about Punjab's bowling, which I thought was far superior than that of Lucknow Super Giants. The question is, are they the real deal? Because, every time we say about Punjab look good on paper, how many of us had them in the top 4?
They are my winners.
Yeah.
You and I didn't have it.
No, I had them.
No, you had Punjab. I did not have them.
I had them. But that's the worry. Even if I had them, the worry with Punjab has always been they look good on paper, and you can only pick teams based on how they are on paper. You don't know who's going to freeze and who will really step up. But this is looking like a team that's really stepping up. Today, it's the opposition captain who's in conversation, not really the same captain.
Might be taking inputs about his team.
Possible.
What changes can they do?
Possible. Okay.
Yeah.
Question. Are they looking like the real deal?
Absolutely. But with a star mark, because it's still early days. In case of Punjab, I think one thing that they have done right, and I'm sure that's going to be the trend going on in their remaining matches also. I think they're going to bat very deep. It's going to happen until 8 or until 9. I was very surprised to not see Nehal Vadera in their opening tie against Gujarat Titans, but I'm glad that he has basically made the cut at number 4. I was, to be very honest, I'm going to be very frank here. I was actually very scared for Nehal Vadera because after Mumbai Indians gave him those consistent chances, I thought that Punjab Kings is going to get lost. I never thought that he would be in the starting 11, but I'm glad that his talent has been recognized, and I think going by this now, he is going to be there. I really hope he's managed well.
So who gets the credit for that? Ricky Ponting.
Ponting and Iyer. I think that's going to be
50-50. I've always said it's 50-50. But I think
if Punjab Kings win this time, Shreyas Iyer will not make a comment that the credit.
Then the credit will go to Ponting.
Both 50-50. But I think Shreyas Iyer as a captain is leading really well this IPL.
Yes.
Since
So
the
far.
very beginning with his bowling plans, he's been spot on. Just to get Glenn
You
Maxwell.
sent a super chat in the show today.
No.
Made
Make Shreyas. If we knew that it was you,
I would have
changed the
directly-
name and sent it.
No, ideally.
White ball captain. We'll get to that. Just get those comments. We'll take them. Sorry.
Yeah, but it's just that with his plans, he's been so.
Now back to his captain.
He's been too spot on just to get Glenn Maxwell in the third over itself against Rishabh Pant. I think that was a very smart move. And then to contain Nicholas Pooran, what he did was he had all the fielders who could be out on the legs, protecting the legs, whole leg side, and continuously bowling on the pants. That negative line, he was all the bowlers were attacking that. So the plans have really been spot on, and also they have been working for him.
And the point that even I was also making, I think there are going to be very few teams in this IPL that will bat until 8 or until 9. And with Punjab Kings, hopefully, adapting to the same thing for their remaining games, if that happens, I think then they are going to be serious contenders for top 4, which means that I will have to, change my top 4 then.
Are you changing now?
No, I'm not going to change now. I'm going to wait for another 2-3 games, then I'll see.
No, they are looking. See, firstly, they've only played, and I think the biggest proof of how good they are this season is from the fact that they till now had only played one game and already been spoken about. It doesn't really happen to leave that impression in one game. Now they've played 2 and they're already the talk of the town. Everyone's talking about that in 2 games because you've had other teams play 3 games as well. So really a standout team. I think there are only 3 teams with a 100% win record.
RCB,
That's
DC and
RCB,
Punjab.
Delhi Capitals and Punjab Kings. RCB of course sitting pretty with the net run rate, but this whole combination of this Punjab team, and we kept, and now I'll get to that, we keep talking about the batting lineup of SRH, which is also good. I don't think I'm going to discount them after a few bad performances, but you now compare it to the batting lineup of Punjab Kings, and with the way they are batting, I mean, that looks like if Prabhsimran can get into form. You had Arya as well, Priyansh Arya, who also had a good start in that first game.
Yeah.
Then you will get Shreyas Iyer in the amazing form that he is in. Nehal Vadera is batting the way he is. God forbid for the
Shashank.
rest of the team that Maxwell and Stoinis come into their form, and then Shashank does the finisher's job.
Then
I think
Josh English, Suryan Shedge, we haven't even
Suryan
mentioned.
Shedge.
Marco
Marco
Jansen at
Jansen.
number 9.
So
And
this
Josh English is not even in the 11 right now.
it's a scary. Truth be told, scary batting lineup.
And even, their backup options are pretty good. Azmatullah Omarzai is there.
Who
Aaron
played?
Hardy is there.
Who played and then
Obviously.
last
and then
game.
Aaron Hardy, Mushir Khan is obviously there. So I think even their backups
Mushiri
are,
said yes, they're not going to get a chance.
Yeah, but
Looks
at least
highly
you
unlikely.
have decent backups.
Because he's a backup for Shreyas Iyer. I think same position. 3, he'll bat at
Possibly.
number 3 only if he comes in the team.
Who will captain then? Yeah?
No,
It
that's
can't
the
be a
thing.
backup.
Yeah, exactly. But this team looks so tight
yeah.
and packed. It looks so
And that
tight.
bowling now, look at that. With an Arshdeep and a Marco Jansen bowling. And they got Lockie Ferguson today. Look at that bowling lineup.
And they also have this rising star, Xavier Bartlett. He's actually one of the real deals for Australia in white ball cricket now.
Kuldeep Sen, yeah. Their star hasn't played till now. Harpreet Barar hasn't played even one game till now.
Forget that. Their man of the moment last game has been rested today in Vijay Kumar Visha.
yeah.
Imagine. He won them the game, but they're like, we have too many good bowlers. You sit out.
But
Imagine after that performance, can you
Yeah.
get dropped? But that's the kind of talent that they have. And Yuzi is not firing on all cylinders at the moment.
Yeah.
He had a decent game today. Not a great game in the first one. Slight improvement. But if he also gets into his own, oh my God.
But that's what experience does. I think he's not in his best of powers, but still the way he got Nicholas Pooran out, I think
most important
that's
wicket,
with-
I think, of
that
the
just comes with experience. Constantly sticking to his plan outside of, and eventually getting Nicholas Pooran out.
Okay, to the question. We'll get to the batting lineup of Lucknow. But Saran says that there are questions on that Shashwat wants to answer. We'll allow him to answer that.
Yeah,
Today also people are saying late. How are we late? Yaar? The match finished and we were live, na?
Yeah, absolutely.
I mean, if you're not going to give us even 10 seconds to come live, I mean, must have taken us what?
5-7 seconds.
Max, everything.
Plus
was ready.
today our regular producers are not there, na? So I guess he's Saransh is 1 minute late. see what they are saying. That we are late. Acha, okay, who was the
Priyanshu
gentleman?
had a comment that
who had?
Please make Shreyas Iyer the captain of India's white ball team.
Priyanshu has that
yeah,
question.
Priyanshu had that.
Is that
comment,
Priyanshu who's changed his name and
I'm to here
he's
now.
Shashwat?
I haven't sent
You
anything.
were on the phone. There must be
Because
on.
earlier
even
as
in
well,
the-
there was a suspicious tweet we had.
No. That also wasn't me.
Acha, so we'll allow him to answer. What do you think? Oh no, actually, we'll skip. We will not.
What? The Shreyas Iyer captain?
No, because he obviously will say he should be.
Mm-hmm.
So
I
let's
have
get
been
a
saying this even before he won the IPL for Kolkata Knight Riders. Even before that, I feel he has, again, like I said, it's too soon to say it for Shreyas Iyer again.
Yeah.
But he's mixture of a few previous Indian captains, according to me.
Oh, that's a good one.
Yeah, he's named them as well.
No, not on.
what did he say?
Not
Dhoni
on
and
camera.
Rohit.
No, I've not mentioned them on camera.
Of course you have.
Yeah, these two names only.
Shreyas is
No, yeah.
Mixture of both of them. A little. Shades of both. Very calm, composed, and very chill also. It's not like he'll hold everything in, but it's also not like he'll express everything. Very balanced in that sense. And plans.
Tell me a
spot on.
better love story than Shashwat and Shreyas.
No,
Iyer.
very honestly.
No,
this
in
is
a way,
it.
I would,
This
even
is-
I rate Shreyas Iyer very highly.
No, he's a good captain, but he is saying he's a mixture of Rohit and.
No, he shows shades
early,
as of now.
too
Too
early,
early,
yeah.
that's why I mentioned. But early signs of that.
No.
We talk about KL Rahul also in the beginning, so highly
It's like
rated.
saying it's a
No,
mixture
I'll
of
tell you an
one
instance.
player has won one tournament. It's a mixture of Djokovic and Nadal.
No, that's not the
that
way.
there's a mixture of Messi and Ronaldo. One player you're saying.
I think after that IPL 2020
I'm
final,
saying that
for
Jakub guy who beat Djokovic just a couple
Yeah.
of days back at the
It's
Miami.
a mixture of Nadal and Djokovic.
He definitely has shades of both. I'm not saying he will achieve what they have, but personality traits I think are very
like
similar.
how?
Like I told you, it's not like he does not express at all. He does express, but he also keeps it inside.
So how is that a mix of both?
He balanced, very well balanced.
Dhoni does not express.
Yeah, and Rohit over expresses.
So
both
this
approaches are
mixture
good.
is what? If he's in the middle of a
He has both in
yardstick
the
of
right
expression, then he can't be a
both in the right quantity in his personality. He has both the traits in the right quantity.
Listen. How is he a mixture of both? You know, when you say a mixture of both, that means he is so good. If he's in the middle of a behavior pattern, that does not mean
No.
he's.
I'm saying
One is
that's
this-
why I said he has personality traits, shades of both of them. I didn't mean that.
As captain, he's not a.
But at the end of the day, I feel the captain.
No,
your
as a
personality.
captain, are you rating him as a mixture of? It's like.
No, not right now. Too soon for that.
So what you're actually saying is that there are two different behaviors. Let's say, like there's Ronaldo who's this height and Messi is this height. If a player is playing who's here, so like if you cannot say he's a mixture of Ronaldo and Messi.
Just because
he's in the
height-wise-
middle of.
This is because, so if Messi is 5,
A mixture of Ronaldo and Messi would be like a amazing player. So if he's in the middle of their heights, does not mean he's a mixture.
But I meant it personality traits.
Yeah, I was just thinking, it's like middle of the behavior pattern. Mixture, when you say that means he's so good.
So Mbappe, let's say, Mbappe is in the middle. He's not as tall as Ronaldo, but he's not
No, but Mbappe is a good example. You can take
but
some
that's a very, very
unknown
good player as well.
You can take an unknown
No, but
player.
even Shreyas Iyer in that sense with captaincy also is showing that those traits. He's on the same path. Still on the early steps of that path, but eventually. he's
Acha,
getting
okay.
there.
Somebody else answer that question.
More
Is he your
objectively.
next white ball captain? Let's take a look at all the options.
You need somebody
that you
to
have.
answer it more objectively, you mean?
Yes. So, see,
We have
firstly,
Shubman Gill. as the
Shubman
option.
Gill is your vice captain already in both ODIs and T20s.
T20s.
Okay. Then
They could be
T20s?
Hardik Pandya.
I would say Hardik
Hardik
Pandya.
Pandya.
I would
T20
your-
is Shubman Gill.
Yes, both he's vice captain.
I think, but
Aksar was this.
No, Akshar was just a...
Shreyas
Shubman Gill is your
Standing
vice captain in T20s and ODIs.
Yeah, absolutely.
Please check.
No, but where will he bat in the T20 team?
Now
That's also the problem.
you are saying he's not
That's a different discussion, na. Shubman Gill.
I'm saying right now he's a vice captain in ODIs.
Gill.
Now.
Hardik Pandya. I think there is this one name who might just, come into the discussion as the time goes on, maybe in the near future, Yashasvi Jaiswal. He could be.
He can't
Yeah,
get
but
ahead
right
of-
now he can't get ahead of
Ahead of
Shreyas.
Yeah,
Nah.
of course.
Because we've not seen
But
him.
then you will have to
I want
start talking
competitors.
about Jasprit as well. If Jasprit is being considered for Test captaincy, you will obviously be talking about him in the other two
But you
formats
don't
as well.
expect him to play all the bilaterals, na? That's the point. So I don't think Jasprit Bumrah will be in contention for captaincy in ODIs and T20Is.
I think there is the contenders are
Gill?
Hardik Pandya.
Should be.
I think he should be. Gill, Hardik Pandya and Shreyas Iyer. Rishabh Pant cannot be because he isn't a certainty in the ODI setup and even in T20Is too.
True. I think, Shreyas was quite close. I think he was vice captain. He was
Just once.
No, he was close to it. I think that whole issue with him not playing domestic cricket and then that actually happened at the wrong time in his career. But maybe he's fixed that now. If he ends up winning a title, I think it's still a bridge too far. Let's not get ahead of ourselves. But if he has to, then you will look at it. You look at his captaincy performance. Yes, right now you can look at it, but I think it's still too early. But what I will say is that unlike a lot of players that you are wondering whether they make it as part of your regular sides or not, at least that's an advantage that Shreyas Iyer will have. That he'll be a regular part of your ODI and T20 setup, surely, now, and with the way he's batting. And I think more than his batting, what you are really enjoying is his attitude. When he comes out to bat, he is playing aggressively no matter what, no matter the situation, backs himself, has all the strokes. That one perceived weakness, short pitch bowling, has not been troubling him. He came out and said that it's media's creation anyway. So, on that front also he's been doing. So yeah, he will be spoken of going forward.
The only problem will be if he will be considered as a captain if he's a show shot starter. I currently feel in T20s, maybe this IPL changes a lot of things, but as of now, if you just make the first 11 of the Indian T20 team, he does not make the cut.
Why not?
No, because for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, till you're 5, you're packed. Where
are
you
you packed till 5? You only packed till 4.
Abhishek, Yashasvi, Shubman Gill we are considering to be vice captain, but he does not. As of now, not one of the best openers.
Tell me the ones that are there, na.
Yashasvi, Abhishek, then you have Surya, Tilak and Hardik.
Hardik can be 6 also.
I think
And
if he
Shreyas at 5.
Can be, why not?
he can be. I think on this current
Or
form,
Tilak can come down also.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. If this IPL is tremendous for him, then he can replace Tilak also.
I
in
think
that
with
team.
the form that he's showing, he will.
I think it'll be very hard to ignore.
Yeah,
he
exactly.
should be a
But he
certainty
needs
in
to have
India's
this whole
11.
seat, at least a 500 to 7, but somewhere between 500 to 650.
He will. I mean, he started off both games. He got a 97. I think he's the orange cap holder now.
I think, might be now. Nicholas Puran.
No, Puran will be. Because Puran also got
Puran
runs.
is there, yeah.
But it'll be a very close. It'll be a 10-20 run
Yeah,
difference,
Puran.
20 run difference.
40
See,
run
there I
difference.
told you. It'll be a close. They have 1 and 2. So.
Something I was just checking because a little unsure if I remembered it right. While I do agree, yes, that short ball thing has been fixed, but group stage New Zealand match did get out to the short ball. But otherwise, I think massive improvement. I think I could be nitpicking over here.
But he scored a good 70 odd in that game. Yeah.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. Must say that I could be nitpicking over here, but to a great extent because that's a ploy that other teams also wanted to use against him. Bang the ball short. That's something that didn't work well, especially in the England series as we saw. England were really trying to bowl short at him, but he showed that he's worked on it. Once in a while, he's allowed that failure against the short ball. Can take you by surprise. On that occasion, I think the ball really climbed on him.
But Gautam Gambhir said now that if somebody is playing so many balls, sometime he will get out to some bowler. So
Yorker also, everyone will get out.
Spinners, then he has some time
time
like Virat Kohli, you say that his weakness against spinners.
Yeah,
But at some point
will bowl
he'll
scrambled seam,
definitely
it
get
will
out.
come in. The batter's name will be Rohit Sharma.
Gautam Gambhir only said that.
No, it's a point. Gautam backs him a lot. And see, let's not forget his comeback
Does he
could
back
be.
him a lot?
I mean, they won the IPL title together. I mean, like it or not.
Then to we know na. wasn't the best. It didn't go down the best way.
But Gautam's not there, no, technically.
It was between.
We don't know, no? He's not there.
So he did point out somebody. Now who's that one of them? That we don't know. It's one of the two.
What did he point out? Let them know.
He said I didn't get enough sufficient credit for what I should have.
That is not blaming Gautam. He's blaming you guys, the media.
I to give all credit to him.
I was about to say, that will be the first part to say that I am not part of that count.
You're not part of media. You're a YouTuber.
No. That's not the case.
But even Shashwat, even I fall in your category because ever since I think under his leadership, Delhi reached the final, I think 2020. Even I had, I think, even written an article on him also that he could be India's next white ball captain.
I also then only at that moment only.
Now keep fighting. Who said it first? Who said? I have been saying.
That's not around. You would have won.
No, I probably did it in 2018. You would have said.
No, but I don't know why. Maybe I'm just being a little. I'm not being as generous as maybe some other people may be. But I think I still want to see so much more of Shreyas Iyer, the captain. The batter, I think he's tried and convinced me in terms of making amends and getting a better, transforming into a better batter. I'm convinced on that because the numbers don't lie. Better batter. But Shreyas, the captain, I felt the true test lies when you don't have the right players, the right ingredients. This is a good challenge, the whole Punjab thing. And again, it's only 2 matches. You can win the first 2, you can lose the first 2 also. They don't tell you the full story. You need to wait 7-8 matches, 10 matches.
So you joined the discussion late. They're not part of your top 4, no?
Punjab, they are.
Oh, they are.
No, but then why is Hardik Pandya for you a short captain? Because Hardik Pandya and Shreyas Iyer, both of them have, maybe Hardik Pandya would have captained 1 or 2 seasons at the max more than Hardik Pandya, Shreyas Iyer.
But Hardik Pandya has captained the Indian team,
Yeah, he's captained the Indian team
time.
For a year.
So, how many matches?
But Shreyas Iyer and Hardik Pandya in IPL, the results have been same.
I'm not talking about IPL. I'm talking about
for India,
Indian team.
For a year, I do agree. But then again, as far as IPL is concerned, results are pretty much same.
I'm not talking IPL. I'm talking
India. Then that's it.
Big difference, na? International captain.
He got Indian captaincy on the basis of IPL captaincy only.
But then he ended up having a great time as India captain. IPL. Let's not forget, as an India captain, he had a great time.
But if Shreyas Iyer wins this time, he'll be ahead of Hardik Pandya.
No, how can you go ahead of somebody who's captain India already?
Because he wasn't given the captaincy.
2 titles.
And plus a final. And in the same amount of
By the way, you think they decide captain like this? Okay,
no.
He has won those there, but 5 points for one IPL title.
That's not
3 points for making the final.
No, that's not how they decide. But again, IPL
50 points to
IPL captaincy makes a very
now. So they said, Rohit has been removed as IPL captain. Remove him as India captain.
That's not the case. IPL plays a very big role.
Good catch diving forward.
Surya Kumar Yadav became captain. He was not captain of the franchise. So there is nothing like that.
There is nothing like that. Plays a big part for sure.
It's a marker. It's a marker you see of how he's doing or how he's performing and various other things. You see that. But I don't think it bases, now he's been to 2 final and a title. You've only been to 1 final and a title. So he's got 1 final more than you. So he becomes. That doesn't happen.
Not exactly like this, but to an extent, I think IPL does play a role. We came to know Rohit Sharma as a good captain.
Sky became captain. He was the IPL captain.
But
what does that got to do with
ideally who should have been over there, whatever happened, that was a different thing.
Don't get an idea. I'm just saying he became captain, Indian team's captain. He was not there. Mumbai Indians removed Rohit Sharma as captain. So if IPL ka base tha, then Indian team also should have. They didn't know.
I think
Indian team thinks very differently.
In case of Iyer, one thing
that is how it should be. Otherwise, then you just put a math formula of IPL captaincy performance, win percentage. Just goes through 67 for Hardik Pandya.
That Surya situation was a one-off situation.
But I've given you Rohit Sharma, I've given you Surya, I've given you many options. Virat was the captain, but they were not winning a title, but he was India's captain.
That's why there was somebody who was pushing him.
No, but it was not because of the IPL. Not because of India. That's why I'm saying you're talking about impact of IPL.
I think in case of Shreyas, one thing is for sure that if he wins another IPL as captain, like he will strengthen his chances
Sure,
of becoming the next India captain.
But it can't
He'll be a part
be-
of that leadership group or the leadership options.
But let's say if you go with a Hardik, you can't say that, oh, he's won one title more than you.
That
No,
can't
no,
be
no,
the basis.
that can't be the basis.
That can never be the basis,
Yeah,
actually.
that can't be the basis of it. That won't be the reason, but that will definitely strengthen his case a
Of
lot
course,
more.
if you keep winning, you will keep strengthening your case.
Yeah.
Why not? Okay, let's address the elephant in the room. Since we are talking about captain, not too long ago, Rishabh Pant was a contender to be captain. He may still be a contender to be captain in Test match cricket, who knows? But white ball cricket, overall, he's not been having a great time now out of the Indian ODI team. As you know, KL Rahul is the wicketkeeper, first choice wicketkeeper batter. In T20, he was part of the T20 World Cup, had an underwhelming T20 World Cup. IPL numbers are also not been great. And that race, as we often mention. What has happened? What is ailing Rishabh Pant, the batter?
I think he has probably never been able to figure out his T20 game. In IPL, obviously, he has done well in the last couple of seasons or so. But overall, largely as a T20 batter, Pant has never really looked at home. I think it's always been those good knocks that have come here and there. But then as a T20 batter, Pant has never been able to establish himself. Maybe because his game doesn't really suit this kind of a format.
Please explain that, because if you were to look at Pant naturally and the kind of batter he is, many would say that he is tailor-made for T20
Yeah, he
cricket.
will.
So then why do you say his game is not suited for T20?
I think what I feel here is that in case of Test cricket, he can still, probably take his time, doesn't really have to play those unorthodox shots at every ball, can take those singles and doubles also. And that's one of the major reasons why even after playing just 40, 45 or Test matches, he is regarded as India's best wicketkeeper in Test cricket of all time, I would say. In case of T20s, I think he just tries too hard. He tries to hit each and every ball. I don't think something that he has to do. It's just maybe taking a cue from his Test game, trying to maybe rotate, strike a little bit more, and then go for his shot. So that consistency is missing. And why I feel that consistency is missing, because he's yet to figure out his T20 game.
I personally don't agree with that. I don't think that his game style is not suited to T20 cricket, and I can't believe that a player like Rishabh Pant, who is so successful in Test cricket, cannot be successful in T20 cricket. I personally don't buy that. The only reason is that all the T20 greats who have played T20 cricket on a consistent basis have done well in Test as well, and the reason for that is that in T20 cricket,
I'll give you an example.
Yeah,
let's take a look at Virender Sehwag. As great as he was in Test match cricket, again you would have thought that his T20 numbers would have been outstanding, which they're not.
I'm saying vice versa. I'm saying it's not possible that you will be great in Test and you cannot be good in. I'm saying that you can't be just a great in T20 consistently if you're not good in Test.
Surya
That's
Kumar
what
Yadav is a prime example. Now you thought that man who can do 180 clicks, batter 200 clicks in T20 cricket can easily, what is it, 30 more overs, and it's easy to make that adjustment from 20 to 50 overs. Look at the man.
Is it because he's technically not sound to play Test cricket and ODI cricket, or is it because of the mindset that he gets into?
Whatever be the case, the jury, sure, but the jury is out. We don't know.
So why I interjected over there, because it can't be said that because such and such player is good at one format, it's a given that he'll excel in the other. There aren't enough examples to support that.
Yeah, what I'm trying to say is that the kind of approach that he has in Test cricket, I feel that many reasons that he can be successful in T20 cricket. I think it's just the mindset that is not correct in T20 cricket when he comes out to bat, because his game style definitely suits T20 cricket, because none of his shots anyways are orthodox cricket shots. All of them are unorthodox shots. It's just that the mindset, I think the role of captaincy since the time he has become captain in IPL, that has really taken a toll on him, and it's now more towards the captaincy that he's focusing maybe rather than the batting. He's not trying to play the perfect role, not able to understand that what role do I have to play.
See, that is a fact. I've mentioned it earlier as well, because you said he's not really settled down as a T20 player. He did. You see him pre-captaincy with Delhi Capitals. He was a different beast, because he used to play that adventurous T20 cricket.
Scored 100 against SRH.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So he used to play that adventurous cricket. Now he does not play that kind of adventurous cricket. He plays a controlled game. But do you see him falling back in the Indian setup in white ball now?
Yeah, he already, if he already hasn't, but ODIs we know.
What happens in the T20 team?
Sanju, we had this dugout as well, who's number one. I think it was very close call between Sanju and Rishabh Pant over there. And now, after whatever is happening in the IPL till now, I think Sanju is definitely a little
I mean, there are so many more contenders as well. Because Sanju is also not grabbing his opportunity with both hands. Dhruv Jurel is one.
Jitesh Sharma.
Not Jitesh Sharma is too far.
No, at least, he has been in and around the team.
Who knows? There
Prabhsimran, yeah.
Prabhsimran, KL Rahul.
There could be Ishan by the end of it. Who knows?
Yeah.
But I think Ishan is further behind.
Further behind the names, which is why I reserved that name.
And even Prabhsimran is just joking today. He's played an outstanding knock. Doesn't mean he'll just suddenly come up. You have to do
KL Rahul is
consistently.
definitely one name.
Right now, you'd have to say Sanju is one. If you had to just pick the team today. If you had to pick it today.
Sanju Samson.
Right?
Yeah.
Today you'll have to say. Yeah. End of IPL, we don't know. It's an open race.
Getting back to Rishabh, where I feel he's lacking right now of what I've seen in 3 innings, I think that confidence is lacking. Look, and I see a pattern over there. You look at his dismissal in Delhi, in the Delhi match, and you look at his dismissal today. 3 dot balls against Kuldeep, pressure builds. You feel when a batter is out of form, when he knows he's not confident in his ability. Nicky P didn't. Today was a very slow day for the high standards that he set for himself, but didn't lose his calm. Right, he did enough to stay on the crease for 30 balls because he backed himself that he'll get a boundary at some stage. Rishabh, because he's lacking that confidence right now, hasn't, and he is very well aware of his numbers in the past, and he knows that these numbers get thrown at him every time he is not doing well. So against Delhi, 3 dot balls, plays a big shot, gets caught at long off. Today as well, the intention was right, but look at the build up. He had 2 runs of 4 balls, so he was at a strike rate of 50. Next ball, credit to the bowler to just drag the length back a bit, finds the fielder who was there exactly for that shot and caught inside the circle. So I think he's lacking the confidence right now, and just a couple of dot balls, that's enough to rattle him. Somebody needs to tell him that he's got more time than he thinks that he has.
But many are saying that that's the problem, that he's taking too much.
Yeah, he's not. I don't think he's hurrying
for
in.
that, which is why
He needs to sit with Maxwell or someone, who'll tell him that first ball play reverse sweep.
That has been the thing with Rishabh. I also remember us talking.
Somebody else also played a reverse sweep first ball only.
Yeah.
Was it Nehal Vadera?
No, I think Abdul Samad.
Maybe. First ball only reverse sweep.
It was Abdul Samad. But I think with Rishabh Pant, that's a very big
it was
reason.
with the Punjab batting, wasn't it?
I think Punjab to 2-3 only came.
I feel the solution right now is Rishabh needs to bat up the order. He needs to be number. I remember saying here when we were making the 11, have him open. It solves your batting order as well. Let him bat. Let him come out to bat without the situation dictating
I'm not averse to him opening.
Yeah, but
I know that he will choose not to.
Yeah,
unless something happens mid-season and he thinks that I need to get some runs.
He's playing to the required run rate. He's letting the situation dictate how he plays. Does he have enough time to spend at the crease or not is all dictated by the time and the situation in which he's walking out to bat. If he's batting up the order, if he's opening or at best number 3, because there can be a early dismissal here and there, it gives him opportunity and an opening to express himself. He is then the one to set the tone.
Exactly.
I think that's the mold, that's the groove in which he needs to be.
And he can even control from up top is what I feel. And also I think that's why according to me should not be considered as a captaincy option, at least in white ball cricket. The reason is that if your batting is getting affected because of your captaincy, even though you're a great captain on the field.
But India maybe batting is getting affected. He's not captain with the Indian team.
Yeah,
T20 World Cup he was not.
But don't you think that maybe the captaincy, we once long back we had a dugout on this thing that is every youngster now running towards captaincy because there is an open spot over there in the years to come. Maybe that is also a reason why I feel, because he's getting back. He's doing the same thing what happened with the KL Rahul as well. I feel he has that potential. He has that game. He has that X factor in him. But because of that potential, for how long will you be stayed on with? At some point that road will have to end. It's been more than 70 T20s and he's getting back. And he's doing the same thing that happened with KL Rahul.
You mentioned KL Rahul. KL also knows there's a spot open. He came 6-6-4. What did he hit?
Played at a strike rate of 300.
But got hold behind the leg.
He's saying if the slot is only at number 7,
15 of 5.
I'll have to bat like that.
But
you know he's a
getting
team man.
behind
He's
the
ready
stump.
to sacrifice. If you get him to open in test, he'll do it. 7 number in T20, he'll
He
do it.
sacrificed his
6 at ODI.
settled number 5 spot in ODIs.
They used to say for
Rishabh
Rahul
Pant,
Dravid.
same will happen with
They
him.
used to say for Rahul Dravid, you ask the man to walk on water for the team, he'll do that. I think after that, if there's a team man that I've seen, it's KL Rahul. Maybe it's in the name then.
Maybe he sees an opportunity and he says, okay.
Because
I'll
he
go for
opens,
it.
Start of the series, you ask him to open. Okay,
No,
he'll
maybe
open.
because-
Then the captain comes back. You ask him to bat at, in the middle order. He'll do that as well.
Arey, in
you
his
ask him to
head,
keep someday. He'll keep
maybe
someday.
sometime it's not the sacrifice. Maybe it's a good thought. Like we are making the 11. If he also makes in his mind, 1 gaya, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 तो जो है 7 is the chance.
Riyan Parag is also in that race.
So 7.
He was out of the Indian team because of an injury. He got out. Otherwise, he was a regular in both white ball teams.
And now he has fan following. Also, people come touch his feet. And
You know,
I saw on the ground.
No, but there were stories after that, no?
I don't believe in stories.
I
only believe in what I see.
Paid money.
No, yeah, I don't like this. This is all
And
rubbish.
just say why.
Who
but
will
you
do
know
that?
about Twitter trends these days. That's why I was
Twitter
asking.
trend. It was not a Twitter trend.
No, but related
Twitter
to
trend, I would have
fans
told.
and all, na?
Twitter trend, I didn't tell you. But that I don't know. I saw then came and then the catch that he took. Do you see the celebration?
The catch was also very good.
Mind-boggling.
Probably turned the match. It was
Yeah, yeah.
that was Shivam Dubey.
Yeah. They in the post-match presentation, who had come said it was the turning point of the match. That catch.
Stunning.
After that, did you see his videos of getting clicked with the groundsman?
No.
That you must watch.
So the ground. What
No,
happened?
that's if our answer can show it to you. It's
No. Tell me only what happened.
must the way he gets himself clicked.
Must be very warm.
No, it wasn't warm.
Actually,
Yeah.
he clicked.
No, he clicked it, threw the phone at them and walked like this and walked.
Attitude.
Winning
He's
captain.
got a swagger.
Swagger, yeah. Swagger boy.
He was a winning captain also.
First time in 3 games. But yeah, still a winning captain.
So he remains the captain now.
No, Sanju
Sanju is back. Sanju
Sanju's
went to
back.
NCA, no?
No.
He's with them only.
Ready to come for the toss.
No, but he hasn't been given that clearance as of now.
I
by
think he went to
COA.
NCA
He has
for
travelled back
clearance.
to Bengaluru, and an update is going to come in the next couple of days or so.
He's gone for the clearance only.
But you say he doesn't have to go to NCA. He can
No,
go
I
to
didn't.
No,
Mumbai.
he has
know
gone
that
to. Yeah,
time.
there
Go
is
to
a
Mumbai and-
proper story on it.
See, I said that he doesn't believe me.
No,
Just say-
I didn't know about this.
No, he has.
Okay, can we take some swals, please?
No, but Arshdeep Singh I've seen after a
Arshdeep
very
to
long
best,
time.
yeah.
No. After a very long time, I've seen somebody smash him for 20 runs in 1 over. Abdul Samad.
But overall, look at Arshdeep's performance.
Yeah, that's true.
He's still finished with the
3 for 43.
43.
3 for 4.
Yeah. But Abdul Samad, since the time he's come to Lucknow, he's performed.
Actually, he could have taken them to 190 at one point, but the last 2 overs were very good.
Yeah.
19th and 20th over, both were very good. And that's why Arshdeep made a comeback.
Yes.
Hanji. Medan Shroff from the UK says the top 3 of the points table at this point are so iconic. Frame it. Iyer looks like a man on a mission. There have been 3-4 such chases by RCB, MI, etc. That's true actually. Look at that. 3 teams that have never won the IPL
Dominating right.
are on 1, 2 and 3.
RCB, DC, and
Take a picture and frame it.
PBKS.
Huh? Take a picture and frame it.
We'll take it once Delhi is on top. Na?
Danush says, but quite frankly, if I know it's early days, but if I had asked you at the start of the season that after 2 games, 3 games, this will be the points table.
I too had both 2 out of the 3.
3, no. 3.
RCB the last for me they were.
So see.
I think
And they're top, so you're wrong then.
As of
I
now
also
I'm
wouldn't
wrong.
have had that.
I wouldn't shy away from admitting that I'm stunned. Literally.
Stunned.
I am stunned. Yes.
I'm not stunned per se, but
I am. I wouldn't have picked them as these 3 teams.
after 2 matches.
I think.
Yeah, it's early days, as I said, it can change.
See, if I talk about the top 4, GT is the 4th team. I would have definitely had them in my top 4 after the first 2-3 games. If the other teams I would have wanted to see there, I think GT, definitely KKR, MI,
KKR have been
and
really underperforming.
maybe CSK.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would have had KKR and SRH in place of Delhi and RCB. Punjab would have been there for me then also.
But it is quite surprising, and that's the beauty of the IPL. Everyone is in contention, and points table keeps changing. So frame it now, because maybe 2 weeks later, who knows what it is like. Like yesterday, the team that was in 6th went to 10th. The team in 10th went to 6th.
Straight swap. Early days, na, it's not good. It's going to change a lot right now. One win, because all the teams
No,
have
it's like a
some
rolling dice.
1-2 victories only right now. It's just started.
Okay, Dhanush says, expected Shreyas won battle to expensive buys today. Acha, Shreyas won the battle of the 2 expensive buys. Yes, it was RISHABH versus Shreyas. By far the best captain Delhi Daredevils Capitals had, and will be the best captain Punjab King. Punjab has had so many captains up to now.
He's the 17th captain.
But I think would be the
Any
second
captain
best.
that wins it will become the best captain.
Would be, no, as of now also I think George Bailey was their best.
Yeah,
he was
absolutely.
Good. He was good,
Yeah.
you're right. So
Even Yuvraj Singh to an extent, because
Who
under
reached
him
the
they reached the
final?
semi-finals. George Bailey.
semi is the first season they played, na?
Yeah, 2008. And 2014 George Bailey final.
This one, the wicketkeeper had a century, na, for them. Vridhiman Saha.
Riddhiman
Yeah.
Saha. Yeah.
Got a
Okay,
100
the final, yeah.
in the final, and yet they lost. Yet they lost. Okay, Mr. Mutton Biryani is here. I am really concerned for Pant. Looks like a lot of pressure both in batting and in fielding. Bishnoi also very uninspiring. Iyer will replace Rinku in T20. That's a fact. That's why I was saying there is a slot available. You can shuffle the batting order, but he will come in. But to the other point, I agree. Bishnoi also, looking very ordinary. Now I think teams are figuring out pay him like an off spinner only. That leggy just doesn't come.
Yeah, that
Because see, they
the
what
wrong
would
one is the stock delivery.
stock delivery, exactly. Just your
Everybody
achievement.
can't be like Rashid or Tahir. Na? Everybody copies them. Quick,
No, but
quick,
Rashid
quick,
also
quick.
gets that leg
Yeah,
break,
because he's accurate.
he
He's
gets
also
that
very
leg break.
accurate.
Plus the other thing is the arm speed of Rashid is difficult to match. Even though Bishnoi comes running like that, but Rashid
But he's going with the same mentality. The mindset of bowling is same. That
but it's
isn't
not
right.
the same zip you don't
No,
get like with Rashid.
that he can't.
That arm speed just is so
Both are same age
fast.
also.
That's a lot of
On papers,
pace.
so they are same age almost.
Paper मतलब what is
25, 24, 20.
paper पे ही होता है.
No, Rashid he debuted when he was 18, 19. Rashid.
Could be. Well, young players come.
Rashid Khan.
Yeah.
Shahid Afridi
16
when
he was 16 or 17 when he made his
Yeah,
debut.
bhai, that 17,
2016,
18,
yeah.
17.
Shahid Afridi was 16.
Shahid Afridi yesterday celebrated the 40th anniversary of his 26th birthday.
Shaheen Afridi.
He's a grandfather right now.
Shaheen Afridi was 17 when he made his debut.
They had a 14-year-old who made it. You have a 13-year-old in the IPL
Yeah.
who's hitting. By the way, he reminds me. I was watching him. He reminds me of Pant.
But yeah, I was going to RISHABH Pant.
Exactly. His
yeah.
leg side play, those shots are just like
Punch
Pant.
is also a lot like him. The
Exactly
punch,
like
yeah.
Pant. He's copied himself.
He'll get an opportunity because Rajasthan will be the first team to get out also.
How do you know?
They've already lost one. They need to win 7 out of the next 11. Minimum.
That's true. These are opportunities youngsters look for, because otherwise you've seen it, with several youngsters, and you'll run out of fingers because there's been so many of them who've not gotten an opportunity at CSK. That's the one franchise I know the best that it's not given enough opportunities. Mumbai is the other way around completely.
CSK, they have Nishant Sandhu since 3 years on the bench.
Now he's at
and he's a
GT.
he was a like for Jadeja. And Jadeja never got injured.
It's very interesting, CSK. Young talent don't get a chance, but people who are given a chance, who fail to impress, come back, resurrect their career. That's what CSK will do to you.
That's true. That is true. Rakesh Bhushan, since we are on the subject of Shan Sindhu, Jadeja can't bat versus spin, Dubey can't bat versus pace, Tripathi can't bat, Huda can't even hold a bat. Rachin has started to bat slowly, Sam Curran has forgotten how to bat. Mahi doesn't want to bat. What an iconic batting.
Scene has been going on since their RCB game. This has
part of
been
the
spread.
meme.
Yeah, it's
Rakesh
been
Bhushan. I
spreading
thought it
on
was
mobile.
original.
No,
If it
no,
was,
it's
it
not
was
original.
hilarious.
I think
I shared this with you and him also.
What?
I shared this with you. No, I put it on our group also. This
No,
same.
I
Yeah. I shared it with somebody from here. That's for sure.
Not in our group.
Okay.
I check
You
everything.
did, I said. You just check after this.
Again, the same thing. You said first. I said Shreyas is
No,
that
no,
in the
no.
year 2004 that Shreyas will be
I'm just
captain.
saying, I was saying that it was part of the memes that were going on. That.
But nice one. It made us laugh.
Yeah.
Rashika Rajput from Canada says Bishnoi should bowl his wrong one now. The leg spin. Yeah, you're right. Exactly what we discussed. His wrong one is the leg spin. The stock is the wrong one. True. You see, he has to bowl that to at least put that doubt in the batter's mind. Now everyone has he used to keep getting wickets because everyone either got bowled or leg before because of the one coming in. Now they are treating it like an off spinner, and that pace is allowing them to hit through the line also. So 1 or 2 delivery also, that puts the fear. And then you can get wickets with the wrong one, with the one coming in. But it would he tried one, I think, today. Just didn't turn also.
Right.
Like he tried one leg spin. It just went like
But
straightish.
don't you think that's a very big reason for that is that he wants to keep it as flat as possible, and as soon as you go with the leg spin, it'll automatically the action.
No, it is.
The
but
wrist will not be
Arey
that.
bhai, that is your surprise delivery.
Yeah.
No? So
It has to be
a little bit of
surprising.
flight is okay. Yaar. What's wrong with that? That young Puttur came, imagine.
Uzi till now gives that.
Yuzi is giving. Let's go for it.
This Digvesh Rathi is also giving.
What did he do that?
Who's that bowler? Cottrell. No. That West Indies bowler?
Sheldon Cottrell.
No.
I-
Who did that celebration?
Kesrick
Virat
Williams.
Yeah.
Kesrick Williams.
He started it. Then Virat did it.
What
back
does this
to him.
mean?
That cut
Writing
you out of
somebody
my
off.
No. Yeah. That basically. That I've cut you off my list of wickets.
Acha. He did that, but they are friends, no?
Yeah,
from
Delhi, same.
So that's why.
He could do
No
that.
offense, because Mr. Gavaskar is getting quite upset.
Yeah.
But what is this? A batter hit you
never
for
does
6th
it.
and he comes and
Yeah.
some batters do.
Virat only did it back to that bowler.
Multiple times. The New Trafford has a comment.
Patirana, no? What did he do? No. Virat had a run in with Patirana.
No.
Kesrick Williams only.
Yeah.
No, I'm saying this IPL. Who bowled him a bouncer?
Virat, Pathirana.
Patirana, yeah.
that.
And then he hit a 6 also
six
off
and a
him.
four.
And then
Over
4
deep fine
also.
leg, yeah.
Arey, Hardik also had one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Kishore.
Sai Kishore.
Batters also do it, eh? Not that they don't.
Okay, the New Trafford has a comment. मुझे तो डर लग रहा था पंजाब ना ले ले ऋषभ पंत after being picked by LSG. Guess who the
Good
joke
point,
is on
New
now?
Trafford. I think that was a mean comment. You may
Honest too.
honest, yes, but you don't say it openly, yeah.
No, many players have said it. And he was being very honest. I'm okay with
I
that.
don't think that.
If you are a player, Punjab will be your last choice.
I think he
Sure,
wasn't being
but
humble.
you don't.
It's as simple
You
as
don't
that.
say that openly.
Yeah.
Other players have said it too. Of somebody of not that with not that much stature.
No, I did an interview with UV once, and I asked him. I did an Instagram live with him, and I asked him that one franchise that you've been part of so many franchise, one franchise that you didn't have a great time. He said it openly, Punjab. And I asked him why. He said because just the environment as such, there's like too much confusion there and things. He said it very openly. That I still thought was okay. He's ended the career, but while you're playing and you were in the auction to say, "Arey, dar lag raha tha ye na le le," you say these things inside, but don't. That's really insulting.
know
What,
what
about
happens
the
in the
fans of that franchise? Forget.
Do they?
They today.
No,
did
they
you
do
not see
have.
on the
Yeah,
ground?
yeah.
Sada Punjab and
In Lucknow, they were there.
Shashwat.
And not the ones that sit in the team box, which are relatives and all. No. But genuine fans. There.
No, these
No,
are
not
the
these
content
ones.
creators.
Not these ones. There was another one.
These are their content creators.
I know. I saw that. That's why. No, there was another one. I saw them sitting.
No, I
When
just saw only
Arshdeep-
them.
No, they were there.
All
Not
throughout.
these ones. They were boys, young boys who were sitting.
Okay. Ashish Dhar has a comment. Shashwat to Shreyas, just be there, keep scoring runs, and Shreyas, bahut to sahi hai. Shashwat is happy nowadays. India winning ICC titles, DC winning, Shreyas scoring heavily.
That is true.
You feel happy when India wins in ICC?
Yeah, why wouldn't I be happy?
I don't know. I
No,
thought
no.
DC
Very
and Shreyas.
That's
No,
why he's
no,
coming to
very
office
happy.
on his off day.
No, very happy. When India wins, that's the happiest moment. But DC, I've never felt it, nah. That's why I don't know.
First time feeling. Okay. Rakesh Bhushan says, Dear Nikhil, MSD is the quickest in terms of stumping. I could remember Sadaran Vishwanathan, yes, briefly playing for India, comes second for me. Who, according to you, are the other Indian wicketkeeper to match them? I mean, in terms of just keeping, two names really come to my mind. In fact, more than two. Nayan Mungia was an outstanding wicketkeeper. Outstanding wicketkeeper, especially to spinners when he kept. He was very, very good. Ridhiman Saha, now again underrated, outstanding wicketkeeper. Kiran More used to be very good, very quick with his hands, but a very good keeper.
Parthiv Patel.
No,
I think for me it's going to be Ridhiman Saha and to an extent Sameer Dige.
No, I saw a lot of Sameer Dige as well. I think they missed opportunities as well. Parthiv is a gun batter, but I think as a wicketkeeper, no, not so much. I'm just talking about pure wicket keeping, right? Like just pure wicket keeping to a spinner. Nayan Mungia did it very well, and so did Ridhiman Saha. I mean, Kirmani used to be a very sharp, clever wicket keeper.
Few memories of Sameer Dige I have are from that West Indies tour of the.
Yeah, he went to Australia also. I remember.
Australia.
Yeah, no.
Okay.
No. I'll tell you stories.
I have some names in mind, but the prominent broadcasters know a few of them, so let me reserve those.
No, so what? Parthiv is a very good friend of mine. I really like him, but I'm just saying that if I had to pick best wicketkeeper, you have to go for the ones that were outstanding. So yeah, Saha really underrated, but exceptional wicketkeeper. Yeah. Okay. Rashika Rajput from Canada again says, my top four: RCB, PBKS, MI and LSG, with MI versus RCB final. Oh, that's a good one. I thought that it's very easy to now pick all the ones that are in top four, but it's not the case.
Exactly.
She's gone with two.
MI and LSG.
Yeah.
Kishan K has a comment that, hi guys, there's no
Close call between
close call between Sanju and Rishabh. Number says, till now I truly believe that Gambhir will back Sanju till 2026.
Actually, that's an interesting point, because you're right. Gambhir is fond of Sanju, and for good reasons. So there is a possibility that he goes. But all I tell most people is that IPL is a long tournament, and moods really change. Vaibhav Tarangi wants to know Iyer as next ODI captain. We've already discussed that. Priyanshu says that my point is, if Rohit doesn't play 2027 ODI World Cup, it has to be Iyer. Gill to me doesn't seem a finished product, but Gill in the ODI format is pretty good. I'm also a fan of Iyer white ball captaincy till 1920. Hardik is also good, but good points he makes. Anshu Mishra says, Rishabh Pant in an interview, I had fear in the auction due to Punjab. Punjab Kings be like, if you don't want mediocre players like you, only media hype and lappebaz player. Iyer,
Sanju.
Acha. Sanu is, I was reading, 100 times better than Pant. Okay, that is really coming back to bite him. Siddharth, anywhere you can just stop, please. Siddharth says, Rishabh is my favorite of this generation of Indian batters. As I said earlier, we have seen him scoring same Puran strings of back in 2018. Now I only want him to redeem himself in England. Rahul Dravid is just his official name, but his real name is Vinod. Says, Shreyas captaincy gives the vibes of Owen Morgan. Tactical, aggressive, positive and cool. That's a good comparison.
Aggressive, okay,
good comparison. Yeah. India versus England should be named as Botham Kumble Trophy,
because there are reports that ECB is planning to retire the Pataudi Trophy.
That's pretty sad.
You were thinking of names yesterday as well.
Why would you want to do that? And you know that the interesting bit is that it's not only about Nawab of Pataudi Jr., it was also his father senior who actually played for both England and India. So it was an interesting thing to go with, but I guess that's not the case. Yeah, Kumble Botham is, but then they're not contemporaries. That's the thing. You can have a Botham Kapil.
Yeah,
that I think will be nice, because they are contemporaries.
He was the only player to play for India and England both at that time.
They would have could have been a few. Oh no, Ranjit Singh. But he didn't play for India, did he? I don't think.
No, he didn't.
He just played for England. I know. Do you see anybody else do that? Right.
DST is Singh, Botham.
He gave a name yesterday. You were there?
I wasn't there.
You weren't there? He gave it Kohli Anderson Trophy.
Shouldn't be.
Didn't you give it?
Yeah, I did. That's the memory that I still have of India. England.
You forgot the next
2018.
series he came.
Yeah.
Then
And then if he has to give, to the name to India, England women's cricket, he'll say Deepti Dean Trophy. Deepti
that
Sharma,
not a
Charlie
lot of
Dean.
people will know. He also doesn't know the connection. You know what? No, he doesn't know the connection.
Mankading incident that happened. Yeah.
There was a big fight now after that.
Yeah.
Harman, the captain,
now
also came.
Yeah, now I remember. Yeah.
So, okay. Sanket Joshi says Shreyas under Ponting and Gambhir 4 times playoffs, 2 final, 1 trophy, and without them, no playoffs. Sanket is saying he needs a good coach, either Gambhir or Ponting.
Shreyas.
He's saying. Without them, he does not even make playoffs. He said.
But coach to wasn't Gambhir now over there.
Mentor, it's the same thing, but mentors do coaching also. Basically, he needs a mentor.
Strong mentor.
Then to even Hardik needs. He won with Ashish Nehra only, no?
But
Same
that's
logic.
not about tit for tat. He's not talking about Hardik.
Yeah.
He's just
No, but
generally
I'm thinking
commenting.
that logic.
Ashwath sees Hardik as the contender. No?
He's trying to eliminate him.
Fit Monk is saying Pant getting
No.
1 pro. No? That's.
Fit monk, mean comment.
Siddharth is saying Bhuvan Andrew Russell Trophy.
Captain Russell. Captain Russell.
No, Lagan and many have suggested. Lagan many have suggested as thing, even though it's a fictional story. Anshu Mishra says BGT should be Smith Kohli Trophy. No, yeah, I mean, come on. Yeah. Border and Gavaskar,
BGT
yeah.
is like perfect
it's
as of
done.
now.
Okay, final 2 comments. One is Vinod again. He's saying waiting for UK tour with Bumrah, Shami, Siraj and Shardul destroying England. Wow, that would be interesting. Yeah, we are also eagerly waiting for that. Freaking awesome says Nikhil sir, what experiment do you want to see in Bangladesh white ball series? If you were the selector, who would you make their debut both in ODIs
that's a
and
good one,
T20s?
actually.
Yeah, I think
I would give Shubman Gill the captaincy in ODIs and
No, but why won't
Pushing for
Rohit and
Shreyas
those,
Iyer.
they won't
no,
play?
just experiment. I'm just like presenting
no,
my
he's saying
opinion.
because in
Yeah.
Bangladesh you can rest players.
Yeah,
now.
absolutely. You can rest Rohit Sharma, na?
But they're playing just one format. No, you don't need
Actually,
to
I
rest
will
them.
not rest them. I'll
Even
send
neither
them.
will I.
Okay.
I'll send.
When will they play then if they'll rest here though?
They're playing IPL just now.
No, after the IPL then.
No, I
straight away
agree.
next.
I would also
England?
send a full strength team with Rohit as
But they
captain.
could be playing in England. No?
I'll send Rohit as captain
Amongst
in
each
ODIs.
other.
In T20s and young
Surya?
captain, it will be Surya for now.
Yeah,
Yes.
Surya. Obviously, he
that's
plays only one format.
And Shreyas comes into the T20 setup. We don't know who the wicketkeeper batter is going to be. ODI team is pretty much sorted. So
Yeah.
they're the champions. So, final question I have to take. Mohit wants to know from Shashwat. Who do you love more?
This
Shreyas?
question comes every day these days.
This is such
But-
an easy one.
No, but I love.
I would have
I
answered
like
it.
both equally, but it's just that Rishabh Pant is really disappointing
Breaking your
me
heart. You say.
these days.
Yesterday, as somebody said it, left side of the heart is Pant, right is Shreyas.
No, it's Indian cricket.
Oh,
Whole heart.
At the core of it, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, guys, on that note, anything anybody wants to say? Any thought you had? You said I'll mention it in the show.
I have a very
Ah.
strong feeling that I'm trying to, end first of all every show with some, thought. Once again, I'll do it.
Thought for the day.
Yeah.
Thought for the day.
I think I'll probably have to change
That's
my.
how school used to end for me.
I think I'll probably
Start
have to
like
change
that,
my.
no?
Yeah.
School started like that.
Yes,
Yeah,
but that used to be morning assembly. Now is like closing assembly.
Morning thought, something like
Thought
that.
of the
used-
day.
Yeah, thought of the day. I think that I will have to change my prediction after a couple of matches of PBKS. I think I'll have to include them in my top 4.
So we have the first U-turn.
That's the
No, he
that's a
did
very
the
strong
first
feeling.
U-turn is here.
Already?
He got
GT, I
Delhi.
did not have Delhi, then I put Delhi.
After
in.
first match, because second
Yeah.
match I was here.
First
Yeah,
match he had
first
done
match.
the-
I'm not making it as of now. I'll wait for another
But only
2 to 3
turn,
matches. Then I'll see.
But I remember, I think you managed to sneak them in the day
No,
that
no,
we were
no,
doing
no.
top 4. You
No.
said that.
after
I had-
first game.
I had GT, initially I had GT, PBKS, SRH, KKR. I just swapped DC and GT.
Okay. Fine. So you have DC obviously now.
Yeah.
Okay.
And winners also have picked, and wooden spoon holders. as
I
well.
might, make that official.
Winners are,
announcement.
repeat.
PBKS.
Winners are PBKS and Wooden Spoon.
RCB.
A purple cap.
Team that's leading the
Right,
points
right.
table. you're
Orange
saying?
cap.
2 spoons.
Is also wooden spoon RCB. I think no, mine is LSG. Sorry, LSG. Yeah.
RCB is just mine, I think. I stick to it still.
To control him on Shashwat Bhalla, you can find him on Twitter and Instagram.
And he also doesn't like Dahi Bhalla. You don't know.
No, it's
He
fine.
likes
I
dahi.
don't love it.
Even I like.
Bye bye. Good night. See you tomorrow. Good. Shubhratri.
Good
Shabak
night,
hai.
Shubhratri,
Nandri.
Nandri. Eat your vegetables.
And don't trouble.